Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Tezalovic here on the Lord Master channel. I don't know how that came out of it, but now there's lots of changes because ever since 1121 we've been living what I would call the Bosnian Golden Age, aka the Bosnian Renaissance, for largely relative peace except for two vassalization wars, one for Pest and another in Croatia. Well, Bosnia is ready to expand once more. Poland has become independent, and not sure about having that area, but we've always wanted Poland for centuries. Well, I think I may be exaggerating because I don't remember which ruler I was playing as that would have loved to have Poland first. So now here's our chance to grab some of that, and, well, matter of fact, what do you mean grab some? Vassalize the darn place. Spend a big amount of prestige for this, because so we can finally hold that kingdom title of Poland. And in addition, the Zaghouins have made a comeback. They've scored big on the Great Conquest for Sicily, which not only included this part of the Italian peninsula, including the island of Sicily and Malta. They've included Dyrrhachion, Thessaloniki, with one county in Thrace, Thrace is now divided between Constantinople, the Zaghouins, and the Norwegians. And parts of Anatolia have fallen to the Zaghouins as well, because the Sicilian king, who was a vassal to the Byzantine Empire, had those parts. So they took advantage of this never-ending civil war, which was a tyranny. Tyranny war. Actually, this is the one. This is a revolt within a revolt that Georgia's dealing with. And now they have a host claim against the Byzantine Empire. So yeah, Byzantium is really going down in hell in a handbasket. I didn't know Jerusalem has. Oh wait, that's nice. Hospitalier. Again, vassals of Jerusalem held by my sister, Queen Stana. Which, speaking of Stana, she will soon be passing because she has a severe case of smallpox. And that's what I mean by severe. So despite the treatment that she has, I don't think she's going to be long for this world. Although she has made the Kingdom of Jerusalem a strong state, which is almost all Catholic now. Almost all. And soon her son, who is also my nephew, Bogasha, will hold Jerusalem. Which, by the way, Bogasha is matrimonially married to my daughter and heir to the Bosnian Empire, Petra. So if you're wondering, why on earth would you do a close relative marriage? Well, at first, as I did some reading, I'm not saying reading from other sources, I mean, I was walking outside catching a breath of fresh air before I started recording this next episode, since the first episode was recorded just earlier today. And I've realized something. Again, 3 of these children here, my grandchildren, none of them are born inbred. They're all fine. We have good genetics. The Tezalovic. And since she's going to run the empire soon, Bogasha will run Jerusalem. And if he does, well, again, regardless, even if both of them passes, Nicola is the breadwinner. He will be the future emperor and king of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem will be incorporated into the Bosnian Empire. But the question is, do I really want to hold Jerusalem? It makes it a target for jihads and all the unnecessary holy wars, somewhere I would be too far-fetched to send my armies across to there. But there is two positive things about this whole thing. People like him, Nicola, the Crusader blood of Queen Stana, for the future Emperor and King of Jerusalem, that means we get to inherit the third bloodline. Oh, we know Petra only has two, so this will make her the last ruler of the Empire of Bosnia, just to have two bloodlines. And Nikola, assuming that he lives this long by the time, we'll have three. All of our grandchildren will have these three bloodlines, because matrilineal marriage, matrilineal inheritance, matrilineal transfer. So, I'm a genius. We get all these bonuses. It was by complete accident, because I thought, I was like, hey, let's do a, let's do, that little marriage thing like Zoroastrians like to do, but, and then I realized, hey, that means we get to inherit another one of the bloodlines, and Jerusalem, and contacts with China. Don't forget about that. And apparently I missed that Crimea is now under the control of the Zaghouans as well. So again, these guys from North Africa, who also hold most of Hispania, they scored big. So for now, let's worry about this conflict first. We've always wanted Poland. By God, we're going to vassalize it. No allies, so. And I'm confident, with their weak numbers and low amount of money, we can beat them with the use of the small force. Just a local force from our domain. So we'll use them. And of course that also means, well, defense impact is going to go up again for me once this all said and done. Get back over here. I don't know why I went to, god dang, Ragusa for, even though they have a radar problem. Which I thought they could handle it, but clearly they're not. It's only a matter of time before it could turn into a full-blown conquest. So, march to Poland. Oh, and a new city's been built in Bosnia. The city of Gorazde. Yeah, Gorazde. Held by a female mayor? What? Is that right? Since when did females can run cities? I thought republics only allow men to do that. Again, republic government, mayor, same deal. So she is a legitimate mayor, not a baroness. Much like how when we first converted to Catholicism back in the days of St. Helen, like the first person to hold the temple of Srebrenica was a priestess. And after the mass conversion, the priestess became a baroness. So she's no baroness. She's Bosnia's first female mayor, just by random. Okay. I know it's a minor thing, but still, a female mayor. I mean, yeah, I know in the modern world, female mayors are just a normal thing, as much as all the other world's governments. But in the medieval world, what? This is groundbreaking. And we haven't even reached the full status of women yet. We're getting there. So now head to Krakow. Is Stana gone yet, my sister? Honestly, if I were to know, the notification will tell me. Because she's my sister. Ooh, mild winter. And soon it's going to turn normal winter. Matter of fact, get back. Back away. Just wait till spring. And my granddaughter, Katerina, which we decided to name her after me. Because I believe it's an honor. Another Jewish exile. One for diplomacy. Are you better than him? Yes. Now we have 2 Jewish counselors. Again, we need better diplomacy skill in the chancellors for the, I guess they've done pillaging Ragusa. They destroyed a republic. But it doesn't kill off our income because they still get money from their trade posts. Why do I get the impression? I'll give you learning. Every time I see bastard children, some of the Bosnian bastard women are usually named Vitacha. Wondering if that's bad luck or not. Oh yeah, my grandson insists that I help him to get an old hat for him to fit. Very few Tatas, he's too big for it now, and I already told him several times. Willful. Alright. I mean, this is for struggle, so give him that. Give it to the bands. He didn't get willful. He may get something else out of it soon. Move to Krakow. Winter's over. Egads! The jihad for Jerusalem. It was bound to happen one day. The great Sunni Caliph Samir has decided to call jihad against the Kafirs in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. He urges all righteous Sunni Muslims to take up arms against the depraved Queen Stana of Jerusalem for the glory of Islam. Allah is merciful. What terrible news. Okay, as soon as we wrap up Poland, I think we have to intervene to Jerusalem. It's only a matter of time before my sister calls for my help. There's a faint knock on my door, followed by a small figure peeking in a room. I remember him well. It's one of the craftsmen I funded a couple of years ago. He shamefully tells you that the enterprise didn't go exactly as planned, and that their workshop is now bankrupt, with nothing to show for it. This was a bad investment. And now you got raiders again, which now decided to go on a full-blown conquest. And apparently the raiders do want Dukla. Alright, where are they? Where are your problems? Okay. Retinue will withdraw, and you guys will continue the siege. Ragusa is more important. Bavaria can manage itself. So I guess we have to take care of these problems first before we'll go to Jerusalem to help my dying sister. If she still has smallpox. Oh no, she's better. Maybe one would think it's a miracle. She became greedy recently. You know, all these guys except for the Seljuks, and no one's out to help her. You apathetic... What's gotten into you? You're all apathetic. You decide not to help Jerusalem. It's in danger. My sister's out there, and I'm not gonna get her killed, or in prison, or worse. It's no better than being in a Greek prison where you get blinded or castrated. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to rank up anytime soon. Do one for charity. Don't rank up. I already gave her a virtue. And we know he's going to be the man to hold Jerusalem and the Bosnian Empire, so I'll teach him a virtue. He's got humble. Hold all the holdings. No major battle yet. And I guess Venice is taking advantage of that chaos. Oh, these guys from the Emirate. I almost said that's the dynasty name. They once did them a favor. And now Venice is going to return with it. Not her daughter. Born fine. I don't think we've seen that name too much. Andriana. Again, these Dalmatians aren't going to do nothing to me or to their tributary state. Oh, facing both of them to the hills. Oh, give him Italy. And you gotta sway him because he could be a potential troublemaker. Oh, and one more thing. Turn that notifications off. Every time when you sway or antagonize, notifications are on for them, which I don't want to know. We've beaten both of these guys, so we saved Ragusa. Oh boy. Yeah, you're gonna have this one trade post that's in Benghazi. Yes, in Benghazi that's gonna be embargoed, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, what is a big of a deal is up there. Yeah, sorry about this, sister. I can't come up to help you in Jerusalem now. But you're holding on. And you've hired the Holy Orders, right? Okay, Bavaria's got the Knights Templar, well, the Hospitaliers are with you. They're your vassals. He's shrewd, quick-minded. Don't worry, you're in good hands, sister. If you somehow overcome the odds, then maybe I'll give you an artifact. Which matter of fact, that helmet you wear. What happened to your helmet? You said you had a Crusader helmet and you've lost it somehow. But you do have that skull. With that huge amount of money, if there was peacetime, maybe I should I should search for a smith, bring up a goldsmith, and give it to whoever holds the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which will coming soon to the Bosnian Empire. I was glad to host you. And I hope Stana hires the other Holy Order if things go bad. And I'm sure Ragusa's gonna be like, help! Embargo! Nope, too late. Yep, they won. They just got rid of this one trade post out of Benghazi. But, I assume he got disfigured during those battles against either the Raiders or against the Berbers. I've been spending countless hours sketching up plans for different building projects when I suddenly realized how I could display my extraordinary architectural skills. I will build a grand tower that will dwarf everything else in the landscape. A lasting legacy for the Sword of Jesus. This will be glorious. We'll begin necessary preparations for the construction of that great tower in our capital. I mean, I'm not at the front, so business-focused related events will happen. The tower construction will need a mason to work the stone for both beauty and strength. The question is, whom should I hire for this delicate work? I know a craftsman that has the skill. 764 gold that will be spent. A Bosnian man named Batic. Who is he exactly? Batic. He's quick, he's diligent, lustful, cynical, regardless. Yet they call him the Master Builder. All over the realm, word has spread of my prestigious building project. While some might be skeptical, but most of my vassals are openly impressed with the scale of the planned tower. The doubters will be proved wrong. The mayors of Grude, Korčula, Konjic, and Brač will be impressed. There's a group of carpenters in Ursara that are working together more and more, as well as taking on apprentices. This is a situation that cannot be ignored, so I need to either approve this Carpenters Guild to ensure that I have a good reputation amongst the skilled workers, or I could outlaw them to make sure they're not dependent on the local market structure. I'll support the carpenters for once, because you may never know I will be building something in Ursara. Like, let's see here. Like these fortifications, see, it'll be done within days. That's a few months. That's quick. That's just to show off. Nedali of Radomsko. My steward has several contacts among the Radonites. This Jewish merchant network supposedly stretches across the entirety of the known world, from Western Europe all the way to distant Cathay. These contacts have been a great boon for the development of the realm's economy. Excellent work. I can only wish the same for our Jewish Chancellor. I was missing a word. My God, Stana is holding off on her own. She was trained for this. She was originally the Marshal of Bosnia, so... And, she's won a few duels here and there. And just 2 years earlier during that jihad, I actually managed to kill the Sheikh. But don't worry about that dungeon stuff. Huh. What else? The Holy War for these islands. Yep, the Vassalization is getting too big now. I guess holding all these European territories was his possible own undoing. But we may never know. Lithuania. Lithuania is out there, even though it's at a totally wrong place, but we know what you mean. Yep, our old Bulgar enemy is really broken. Anyways, back to the war. Slow down, will you? Yep, they're expanding again, thanks to our Serbian vassal. See if one more battle will do it. So I guess we don't need to go to Jerusalem now. Stana can handle it, along with the Holy Orders. Well, just Knights Hospitalier. Bosnia, Pomerania, Ducal War of Temis. This area here. Guess we'll assist that. Is that digital part of Poland? Yes. We'll have that vassalized. Or de jure. Slow fever's broken out. It's only a matter of time before they could spread to here. Despite all the hospital buildings that we built. Another trade war. And if Ragusa asks for my help, then I'll consider. As if I got nothing better to do. Alright, Poland is ours. Nomad agitation. That's for that county. Okay. I know the guy hates me, but that would make him too dangerous for him to be part of anything. Man, we cannot do a thing now. Now that we've taken Poland. Just one defensive pact. Well, as a matter of fact, there are no defensive pacts right now. It's just... Remember... my father, Ninoslav, who I thought was the dirt worst of a Bosnian emperor for all the screw-ups, but at least he never had a major civil war that broke out. I mean, Bosnia was like a powder keg of Europe. That is waiting for that rebellion to pop up and just explode. And it finally happened during the first 5 years of Katerina, when she was the unchaste, because of her adulterous past during her years as a princess. And soon Bosnia will be reigned by Petra. And my sister is still out there, fighting against... she's down there now. She's on the offensive. And is winning. So, she's performing a miracle right now. A military miracle. While meanwhile... well, this could bite me back. As I said before, it's like how we said, used to bite you in the ass. Well then, this could be it. We're going to go up against the Holy Roman Empire. Great Conquest for France. Which I do not want to actually hold the area. We're going to do it just like we did with Romania. We're here to make France independent from the Empire to weaken it further, because that's our mortal enemy. We do not like the HRE more than any other heathen or heretic out there. France is the most powerful of all the Holy Roman Empire vassals, is that correct? 22. Burgundy, 1700. Germany, 1000. Where? Okay, here's another one. 10,000 from there. Carinthia. Where is Carinthia? I know there's a Carinthia out there. Okay, there's Carinthia. It's 5,000. Oh, it's over there. I must have missed that. So yeah. One more great conquest for this character's life against the HRE. And I originally had plans for a great conquest against the Byzantine Empire for the control of this area, but the Zaghuans intervene, plans change, and the intervention into the defense of Jerusalem, not required. 23,000 against... I mean, you're the one that's... Wait, who's that? Caleb Samir, there he is. So here's that. All the Emirates and the Sheikhs, and even a Khagan. Khagan of... what? There they are. All part of it, but in Novgorod is not interested. It's kind of far off. And it seems the Russians are converting to Sunni Islam due to their liege. They're still pagans lying about. So yes, I'm definitely going to go for it. We're going to do that great conquest, although you wouldn't request an invasion because I have a vast realm and so do his. So yes, the great conquest for France. The last time we'll spend big on prestige and piety. Regardless, I have so much prestige that I might be considered one of the all-time greats. And this is the last war. I'm ready to come out and lead the troops into battle one more time. And I'm going to do this alone. I think, if we really wanted to risk it. Unless you want to bring Jerusalem, but even then that's just... Again, we've defeated the Byzantine army before, when they outnumbered us, and we can defeat outnumbered enemies. It's been proven time and time again. So just one last great war for Katharina. And it's too late, because I declared the war before the defensive pact occurs, so there'll be no interventions. I made a real bold move. My precious cat has the ability of always knowing when I'm in need of comfort, appearing as out of nowhere only to jump on my lap and purr softly to my gentle stroking. What's a greater gift than the love of a cat? And well, it's the year 1138. And we're going to implement the full status of women's law. Powerful legislation removing old restrictions finally led to the effect of affecting the general opinion on women and positions of power across society. This will allow absolute cognatic, allows female commanders, and female rulers do not incur negative opinion modifiers. So, women in Bosnia are now respected once again for the first time since the days of St. Helen, when the last of the shield maidens all faded in memory. So in the future, you're going to start seeing female commanders leading the front lines. That isn't just the sword of Jesus, but there'll be many women that they'll probably look up to. Either heroes like Liliana, who was a shield maiden queen, and Helen, who was a shield maiden in the past too, and now look up to Katerina and, to the lesser extent, Stana of Jerusalem. And as for your trade war, no, I decline. I got bigger fish to fry. And it's a whale of a... I'm not... everybody knows what they are. What whales are. It's going to be a whale of a war. That's what it's going to be. Our Italian vassal army just been blocked. But they'll soon be regrouping. What are you doing, Austria? Okay. You're helping Serbia with whatever. Whatever Ragusa is doing, it's their business. We no longer help them. Except for raiders. Right now it's another war to end all wars. Yes, be zealous. The Great War for Sumi. That's up there. Held by, well, Finnish people who are Russian descent. For Sumi. That's definitely no concern of ours. But what's going to be a concern is all these armies. They're marching this way. And Burgundy is going down this way too. So there's a lot of wars going on. All the empires at war, and there's a great holy war up there. Matter of fact, this is a world war. And even England is involved against an empire. All the more reason why we need to have that great conquest for France. Now it's become more open. So we have to beat them in the front lines. So it's time to be that armchair general again. So what do we got today for Commandus? Well, we got plenty of talented ones. Except for the Duke of Styria. He may be a terrain guy, but his martial skill ain't gonna work for you. Never thought I would do this, but let's put the Bishop of Srebrenica into the front line. Because of his martial skill, he's the best one that we got. And I'm not putting my heir to the front line, because she doesn't have the martial skill yet. She's more into intrigue. The Grand City declared itself independent from the Zaguins. And this small part does now belong to Bosnia. September 8th. Stop! Now split up. We are going to do it in 2 army groups. Because this is too much for all of us to handle, because we got some... Wow, where did Crane get that amount of army? No wonder why you're taking up so much space. Mercenaries. Frontier is going to be over there. See an organizer? No, but I think he has one of those commanders in the flanks that has organizer. Because he's moving faster. Although, to be fair, he has a smaller force than we do, so they move faster. just going to let them go. And I guess I'll be the conversus. And I'm not going to seclusion. Matter of fact, not at all. I don't want it. War is important now. And winter's already here, so moving into this area would be suicide. Because that's severe winter. So we'll just sit here and wait for spring. It's my privilege. I think you should turn this on, so you know the hostile sieges, which there's one in Zahumia by raiders. You guys can take care of that. We'll soon be moving into... maybe after the war. Yeah, this guy, despite the fact that he's the king of Jerusalem, even though he's never actually been to the kingdom of Jerusalem. So I don't know how Stana is able to live alone, and she's still winning. She's taken some knocks, but she's still in the fight. Currently in Kirkuk. Yeah, it is a world war, but not by all parties involved, just different wars. There's a jihad for Jerusalem. There's a great holy war for Sumi. Great conquest for France, just to systematically destroy the Holy Roman Empire's reputation as a superpower forever. At least that's what I hope, because me being such a optimist. Yep, mercenaries. Oh, gee. Pannonian lands and northern Croatian lands, it's starting to spread. It might get into Bosnian lands soon, despite all the money that we put into building these hospital buildings. So, it's getting pretty precarious now. And we haven't seen much of the HRE army right now, except for the enclaves. That's what they're going to go for first. But a trip around the Alps and to over there. Should we? Oh, it's diseased as well. Yeah, we'll fight against plenty of them. Go do that now. Excommunication wars in Romania. Stana, you did it again. And you're no longer called the Pilgrim. It's Stana, the Hammer. Despite the vicious rumors against her. Look, if we win the Great Conquest, if I'm still alive, and if you're still alive, or whoever is the freaking king of Jerusalem, I'm going to make you some crown jewels. But it wouldn't really matter, honestly, because Jerusalem in the future will be part of the Empire of Bosnia. Alright, move in. This is a diseased front lines we're heading to. So just follow us. Wait! Get back! They're coming down. There they are. So a two-pronged attack against them. Although I don't think everyone's going to be there, so... Well, what I mean is supply limit to them. It's not enough for all of us. It's 29. So we'll send our best first. And I'm willing to risk fighting this diseased front line that is full of consumption. Tuberculosis. You know what? March there. Just figure your way out how to get there. Just take whatever is the quickest. Even if you have to face the Corinthians. Which I should assign you, what I would call the BG. And I didn't know you were an organizer. I'm not paying attention. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I could not select all the commanders because they're in battle, so okay. The organizer stays, so the other two will be on their flanks. So now go! So far, so good. Basically, this Great Conquest war is just to solidify our legacy. Katerina's legacy for being one of the all-time greats. Nikolai, you're going to be the man. And that disease continues to spread. It hasn't spread into Bosnia yet, but they're out there. Well, they're going to get there quick before the winter snows hits the Alps, which is going to start pretty soon. Oh my goodness. Shit. Okay, I'll resign for now. Bogasha, get back to this army because you need to move it fast. Wait a minute, there's two organizers. Ah, very well. So the other guy, Sibislav. Should we really bring all of our troops back? Because the decisive battle might be taking place here. Blast it! I guess we can't go to that French enclave over there. They're going into Istria. Yeah, once you get there, we'll meet up with you. There's only two guys standing in your way. Be there in a week. Okay, just wait. They're assaulting. Whatever guys out there in their front line, they're gonna get their commander sick eventually. Okay, move in. And I'm sure another 8,000 is going to meet up with them as well. Battle was started. Some of the best commanders are there, but our best We're trying to catch up. Be there on 17th. I need to be there. What happens when I put myself there, and how many days will it take to arrive? In about a day still. Already there. Good God, there's more of them. This is just a... Words cannot describe. We may be losing holdings, but we're winning in battles. Captured the Duke of Styland. That's up in Denmark. So they have this one holding now. Well, Sibislav, should we try to... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You go over there, despite the fact there is a winter out there right now, and we'll follow you. An army of in Bogasha, get your troops moving, as Sibislav gets to move his. And I don't want to be out there because of the consumption, which some of you may get it, but do it for the country. Give you struggle for once. In the future, we'll start having female commanders. Matter of fact, if the disease kills our best commanders, then we'll probably get so desperate that we'll start having female commanders. See, winter's already out there and it's killing them. Winter and consumption. Willem Zednitrava, Bohemian. Must be his name. Oh, I forgot. I guess you could stay here and take the holding. I don't think you should risk your commanders if they're not already sick. Or going to. Yep, he's getting sick. Arik is fine. So just resign all the commanders. No one's gonna get sick, but the Bohemian King may already have it. Save your best commanders. Did we lose Sibislav? He was either killed in action, or disease got him. I guess you move him now. How many troops do they have currently? They could still muster up a huge force against us. But I kind of want to be cautious, because I don't know if I really want to go over there. So just wait for their next move. Cruel, zealous, greedy. I don't know what I would do with you. I know what we're gonna do. Okay, she's no longer greedy. Oh boy. Oh good, we would have the advantage. Okay, put me here and get our best commanders up here. Even if he's sick already. Okay, actually, he's not getting more sick. He's just having abdominal pains for the sake of abdominal pains. He's an old man, you know. I think we can take it ourselves. No need for assistance. Unless we see another big army coming up, then Bogasha needs to get his troops moving again. Movement locked. Okay, we can't get him this way. Stop, 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 stop. Get rid of the commanders. Finished retaking that holding. They made us move. They tricked us. I just got greedy there. If you see movement locked, then move in. Oh boy. Wherever he's going, move in. And it's to us. We'll take it from here. All Crusader veterans. And Bernard, he's not a Crusader veteran. He never took part of it. So who did he ever beat? The pagans. That's the answer. So that they taking a river crossing, so we'll hold our ground. And maybe I should have taken a look at the leadership traits. Because I really cared about the numbers of the troops rather than leadership traits. So I should have paid attention to if we have any defender trait commanders. Yaroslav is cancer now. Yeah, we've been married for a long time. Okay, let's move our troops over there. Bogasha, get them moving. Willing to risk splitting our forces up like this. The other will stay in Istria to finish retaking that holding. Once that holding is retaken, move into Italy and await further orders. Okay, that's retaken. Just move to Padua. Wonder if their shadow retreat's going to be finished up here. Otherwise we would be fighting high in the Alps, the French Alps. Which is like, this is no place we want to be. Or they could be regrouping. Yes, they're regrouping. By golly, what are we... Oh, we could beat them. We have to retake the holdings there. So the other army that's in Italy will have to do most of the fighting. This is going to be a long war. But we'll still have the money. And we can hire some mercenaries if things do not go well for us. And how long has it been already? 2 years. And yet it almost feels like we're halfway. But clearly it's not. So it's just us versus them now. No one else is going to stop them. And around the world, Jerusalem is secure, it's safe, led by the Hammer. And true to life of the Crusades era, they expelled the Jews. And ignored some religious authorities. Yeah, she's on a bit of a greedy side. You know, if he dies in this war by either disease and... Petra, you've taken command? Yeah, I was about to say, what qualifications do you have? You're the first female commander of Bosnia that is not of a ruler. You're one for scheming. Although she does wear the Crusader armor and has that bejeweled dagger, which is just ceremonial. Okay. That's all I gotta say about that. He's, he's from Ascalon. It's, one of your guys, right? Must have been a spy master and we've arrested him. What crimes did he do? Killed the Bishop of Gaza. And the mayor of Rafah. Okay. We'll give you him. And Jerusalem's at war again. This time it's a holy war. For the Nile Delta area. Creating a... Well, then again, it can't be another Crusader state. It's just expansion of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Just to show that Stana is the hammer, and she is not a girl you want to mess with. Apparently that county became independent. British Civil War for Gavelkind. I thought they never had civil wars because of their equality, but not in politics it ain't. We're retaking the holdings and we have yet to take a single enemy holding. Which I'm thinking Provence would be a good place to start. That would be near our enclave, near Italy. But they'll be gathering up once again. Byzantine, Ragusan, embargo war. That's huge. What other choice do I have? But I'm not going to intervene in that conflict. No. Let's get the Byzantine Empire. What are you, insane? Facing two empires all at once? Between the hammer and the anvil? When I say the hammer, I mean the HRE is the hammer, the Byzantines are the anvil, and Bosnia is between the two. I'm not talking about Stana the hammer. Disease is never spread into Bosnia. I don't know. That's severe winter. Both holdings are retaken. I guess here's a good start. I was originally going to go for province, but this holds more supply. I'm always sick of being kind to everyone. Yeah, tell me about it. I became kind during that crusade, when some street urchin boy stole a pouch of money from me. Where I'm like, it's okay. I got all that money, you know, some of that Ragusan money. Again, so far, he controls France. And the de jure parts of France are up there. That's the real target, but for me that's kind of far-fetched. So we're not willing to move up there. So it's going to take a lot to defeat the Holy Roman Empire. And I thought doing this alone would do me fine, but apparently it ain't. Also, as for that peasant revolt, Bohemia can handle it. Look at this. This is the, I believe this is the first Queen of Sardinia and Corsica. Yes, because most of the time they just used the seniority system. And now they've got rid of that and went for primogeniture. Oh, now we know where they are. Go after them. Even if we have to beat those guys in our way. Guess you can move up. Province. Beat these guys from Toulouse. And there's a Toulousian revolt. We've taken 56 losses, we're still strong. Oh, I was wondering, where the hell is that area? Now I know where. Hope this doesn't bite me in, you know where. Another disease in the Empire. Oh my goodness. This county of Villa is the only county where it has 3 diseases at once. So, yeah. Anybody who's watching this from Hungary or knows about the place, if they know that, province of Villa, that is the most diseased place in the world. So, yeah, stay away from there. Yeah, they're gonna take that holding. Toulouse is gonna be assisting them. And these guys are not at war with the HRE, right? No. No, they're not. If only could cooperate. The struggle. Rector Vert. Wait a minute. That's not a Dalmatian name. Oh, Serbian. Serbian of House Panessa. Okay, that's interesting. Now get back to the battle. It seems like we're taking losses, heavy ones. How on earth did he beat us? Oh my goodness, we barely won this battle. We took more casualties than they have. And there are some small forces from Toulouse that assisted them. Don't forget about them. So now we faced a bit of a problem. One, it's a stalemate of a war we're facing. That's what it feels like. So I think we might be in the need for some allies. Don't you think? So we'll start looking for allies. So Britannia, not available to me because the British revolt is winning. Our old friend Sardinia Corsica is a maybe. Romania. Matter of fact, the options are very limited these days. Okay, I looked around for some allies. I might try to look for other ones. I mean, Britannia's Civil War, Romania with the excommunication wars. Even if I were to lift up the excommunication, this guy who is the Count of Poitiers, which he's from that area. I don't know how to get to that, but one would think, okay, just lift her excommunication. It'll cost me little piety. The Pope will definitely approve. Which, by the way, in that college. There's still a few Bosnian cardinals in here. Then those from the Holy Roman Empire, one from Byzantium, another from Jerusalem. There's even one from Ragusa, and the Preparatus is a 70-year-old bishop who is of a Dalmatian origin. What are the odds? And I found out why is there a Serbian rector instead of a Dalmatian. The Vanessas have, well, recently they had become Serbian. What I mean is look at this house. Because somebody raised them to be that way. This Westman, well, was originally Croatian onward, and then they turned Serbian from there. And will remain so for all the living members of that. And there are no known Dalmatians left. No. No Dalmatian Vanessas. Just a small note that I wanted to point out. But the rest of the patricians, they're still Dalmatians. It's just whoever was the guardian that taught her. Oh, and this guy's excommunicated too. What are the odds? And also, I've arranged a big betrothal. Which, by the way, Matilda here is the heir to the Kingdom of Sardinia and Corsica. And Nicola, the grandson, who is Dol. Dang it. And that would mean in the future, much like with Jerusalem, Sardinia and Corsica might be incorporated into the Bosnian Empire. Which, honestly, I don't want to hold that area. I'd rather keep it independent. Because, you know, it has its uses. They're a useful ally that helped us out many times. And they will assist us again. But Queen Stana, however, will not help us out due to political concerns. Although she can handle herself. She holds all of Jerusalem land, and now has the Nile Delta under control. So our only ally is our old ally, Sardinia and Corsica. Which is what we use them as a way of compensating our manpower. And that's what Sardinia and Corsica are good for. They're for compensating our losses, as we would try to reinforce. In which will take time for our soldiers to recuperate as well. As we enter nearly, well, we're getting close to the 4th year of the war. Where will they be next? Is the question. And I was about to say, how many troops does Sardinia and Corsica have? Siege Nice. If that's even a that's a correct pronunciation. Should she live up to what I did for stewardship? Or just get her a martial education? Because one day she'll be a future commander of Bosnia. And we took over the first holding, which made quite a difference. We took the first few holdings. It's making a difference now. Let's get up there and fight these guys. We may not be fully reinforced, but we're out in action again. Ah, nice one, Italy. You cut them off for us. I don't know what Italy is doing. It probably has a separate war of its own. What's happened? Oh, tyranny war. And this is one of the rebellious vassals. No, loyalist. Oh my god, what's going on? Winter. The other mountain range. It's gonna hurt. Yep, it hurts. We'll take a risk at fighting these guys. If it gets hairy, then we'll have to move our troops from there as well. Or to over there. Finish your stage and then move up. And don't forget, Bogasha is the one that's gonna make a move. Move on. Actually, wait. Going down this way. Oh, they're gonna go after them. We'll assist them. Give it a moment. They have Italians standing in their way to delay the movement. Don't know who that guy is, but burn him. Just upping the kill score. It looks like they're not moving anymore. So, my sister Stana will never help me due to political concerns. She has her own world now. Whereas back in the old world, it's a world at war. Another Ivokovich is west. What did I tell you? Preserver of poetry. They've taken that holding. As soon as we retake that holding, looks like they're going to be gathering. So we're going to go behind them through Savoy, and we'll go up there to meet them. The Prince of Jerusalem. Soon you will be called to the Holy Land to defend Jerusalem as your sacred duty. Alright, let's move up to Savoy. My magnificent cat curled up in its favorite spot by the window last night. I think now it maybe knew it had not have long left in this world. At least it went peacefully. Funeral shall be said. Wait. I just noticed something. Ooh, the diseases are closing in on Bosnia. But I'm not closing the gates because I'm not there. Actually. So, how much money do we make? Oh, we got plenty. I shall invite the whole court to celebrate the adventurous life of my cat. He's the one that got over my... If the cat's a he, that went over... Got over my ship. Take those guys out. Show of force. We'll let them gather. We'll let them take the holding. Because we're waiting for another decisive battle to come. Get ready to make a move. They have 3 more holdings to go. We got time. We're blocking their supply path to Savoy. You could say, oh, help them out. This is going to be a high mountains in the French Alps in Savoy. You're going to need help. Sardinia and Corsica, stay put. This is a... Well. Heinrich, Boris. As I'm the sword of Jesus, it's been great serving you. And we just hope the nephew, before he is called to the Holy Land, to come save us all. You just write a short letter, say, hey, how you doing? It begins. High in the mountains of Savoy. Oh my... We've been cut off. But they're on a retreat. So they're in their way, so... Don't worry, I have faith in Bogashaw. They'll get there fast. I don't know how long that battle's been ongoing, or how they have many troops, but they had terrible morale. So I don't know what's gotten into them, but this is kind of hectic right now. Beat these guys, Bogashaw. Apparently it was a minor battle against the Lord of Savoy. They'll be here in the 20th. Oh, this is going to be a long month. We may have the heights, but soon we'll have the numbers. Everybody is gathering around here. We're losing ground. Where are you guys? Here they come. Reinforcements, they're running. Gee. Guess that was another one of their main armies. I think you may want to go south. They haven't all been taken. Finish that. And once you finish taking all this, then don't worry about that. Well, on the home front, everything is fine. We'll go down here. And the rest of you. Well, I guess we'll try to finish what we started. And if things get pretty hairy, call Sardinia and Corsica to head to Caterina's army. Not to mention winter is here. Just pass it through, don't worry. A letter has arrived from the Holy Father. He demands that we release Prince Archbishop Medifred from our prison and submit to the world God. I bend my knee for the throne of St. Peter. There. But again, this is a world war, so chaotic things tend to happen. Time after time. It's just back in the home front, there's just epidemics. But reinforcements will be moving into this army while we'll continue to take the last holding. Then we'll get on moving. Yeah, everyone's being secluded. Again, we know who your father is. Good man. All these commanders being secluded, that means not everyone's going to be there. The ones that we relied on the most. Well, she's a spy master, so she can't lead in the front line when doing the same job at the same time. But you've bared many great children. Matter of fact, you're a better fighter than I. Yes. Matter of fact, who could be the new spy master? At least someone to up the opinion. no, down there. Let's say, where would I dispose of you? Oh boy. Yes, this tiny place is beating the Empire. Should he lose, that's going to hurt his decadence reputation. Now we're into the... What? How many years has it been? Soon to be the 5th year of the war. So it started on March of 1138. We're taking holdings, so don't worry. One more decisive battle and a few more holdings to liberate, then everything will be alright. Oh my god. Get out of here, will ya? Won't get out in time. No. We have to stay here and take the brunt of this brutal winter and lack of supplies because of those guys. Finish taking Monaco. Sardinian reinforcements moved in. Yes. Several vicious rumors have been circulating about me lately. With a lot of effort, finally managed to trace them back to Duchess and Karika of Pest. Oh yeah, you never liked me. That filthy hairlip. I'm sure you have hairlip children too. You shouldn't be saying things about me. Don't you know what I'm doing for this country? Of this conflict that's gone far too long. A Tezalovic! Stepan the monk, who's from the Duchy of Savoy. Matter of fact, it's Savoy that's being... I didn't know that our descendants run Savoy. And I know your capital is... Well, he's hiding somewhere in Orléans. Orléans. So it's this Frenchman who runs Savoy, so I guess he's a witness to that battle, and not he. And he's a veteran crusader. Yeah, he was there, so he deserves it. Blessed be his name. Because of this, a family member was made a saint. If I remember what's made a saint. You mean, beatified? There's so many good people in this world. But the Holy Roman Empire ain't one of them. They changed their mind. They're turning around. Stay there. Do not make a move. Just keep reinforcing. A decisive battle may come in the future. And when Sardinia and Corsica finishes one holding, then I guess we'll get our army moving, and we're going to use them to back up this army as we will march to this area. All right, link up. Queen Argentina. What's your name? To get anywhere near our home front, we're going to have to withdraw. Not my prosperous Salhumia. Well, it's flourishing, not quite. Ah, you got the piety to spend. Let's hire these guys. It's only temporary. Is the Grandmaster around? No, but I can imagine the Bishop of Srebrenica running this army. Again, just for a while. It's just to deal with the raiders. I don't want to hire no mercenaries. Plus you fight against heathens better. For just a few weeks. There we go, now we got the view of both. Uh-oh, incoming. Move in. Let the man from Srebrenica take care of that. While another decisive battle is gonna come. And matter of fact, it's big in numbers. He's not going after us. He's going down to Provence. He's here to retake the holdings by assault. Very well. We'll meet them there once his movement is locked. And already there's combat in Stolats, as you can see over there. I'm sure you can beat them. Pay attention to those numbers. At the same time, trying to pay attention to movement. It'll be locked in 7 days. Okay, one more day. Locked. Move in. Yes, we'll take the river across the penalty, but we have the numbers. You got it. Thank you. That's all we need. Just to tell them to get out of the country. And now the real battle. For once, this is going to be Petra's first battle, and apparently she's brave already. I don't know where she got her courage from, but I believe she's ready for it. Here we are. I go first, and here comes the rest. This has to be the battle to win us the war. And don't forget, Sardinia and Corsica are with us. That's a lot of depths. So we need to occupy more. It's probably the way to win it. Back to your normal positions. Right, as we get back to our positions, over there in Jerusalem. Jerusalemite Venetian embargo war. You won that one. I didn't know you did that. Hey, at least you're into stewardship like me. Good on you. Man, Ragusa was once a legitimate force in the trade, but I'm sure they'll make a comeback. And the next soon rector will be stunning. Just a few more holdings and we should be alright. And I'm sure they're going to come back for more. Because their army is infinite. Oh my god. Not only he was a leper and an infection, and they put him out of his misery by drinking the poisoned wine. He was one of our best commanders. And we don't know who did it. He was one of the most capable. Radenko. You'll be of good use. They're probably going to go down that same path again. $11.44. Now it's about as long as World War II. Perfect. It's a defensive battle. we won't be able to take it in time. Unless we assault it, but I don't think it's a good idea. Movement locked. Move in. Hang on, Bogisha. We'll be coming in about a couple of days. Petra's there. She's the air. Take care of him. Oh, and the King of Valencia is there. He's their best flanker. He's a black terrain expert in cavalry. He's one of their best. I mean, I look like it, but they seem like they always tended to. War score can't go up any further. Something's got to give. Just continue taking these holdings, and which I didn't know they had a second barony. No wonder why it's taking so long. And we might consider splitting from Sardinia and Corsica to siege somewhere else, like over there. Slowly but surely, but honestly, I think we might end this episode, and part 2 of this war, or the conclusion of the war, may have to go into the next episode. Because it's been going on for so damn long. At least on the home front, it's quiet. We have so much money to spend, which, you know, we could easily hire some more mercenaries, but that's only if we lost so many troops. With Katerina spending most of her days cloistered, it is surprising that she has such poor care for her looks. The girl always looks like a vagabond. She should learn temperance. She did. Don't get rid of that book. Doesn't affect my marshal, so I'll give her patience. Yeah, I mean, she'll definitely get diligent because of this, so she'll be a good person. Yeah, I'll be out of patience, but it doesn't affect my marshal. That's fine. Taking more holdings. Just the city and the church left. It'll be easy pickings from here. Matter of fact, maybe we should end this video as soon as war's over. I think it's going to end sooner than we think. Son of a... Okay, you finished sieging? Okay. Matter of fact, you have the services of Sardinia and Corsica on your side. Stana! She's gone. She died a natural death. Bogisha, you served in the Bosnian army well. So we salute to you. And you're married to my daughter, who also left the front line. So now you run Jerusalem. And Nicola is the heir, the Kingdom of Jerusalem, and future Empire of Bosnia. So have fun, even though you got that Crusader armor, told you. Very well. Guess Radenko, Boris, you can go over there, unless I want to be there, but honestly, no, I have to be there. The morale of the armies, you know. The Emperor's not there. I guess I should be there. Just get rid of my husband. Put Radenko there. He's battlefield terrain master. This man's only good at heavy infantry. What else is there? Heavy infantry and cavalry. Okay, bring the King of Poland over here. So this army, Sardinia and Corsica, will follow. Tell them to keep up. Yeah, it's not going to hurt that much. But what does hurt is the filing. More so since we're going to go over this territory and... Okay, you take the long way around. There we go. Don't go through that area. I mean, this way is much easier. There's no mild winter over there yet. Alright, now the battle will begin, and Sardinia and Corsica are going to back us up. Even though the real target is France, but the real front over there. Oh, Raiders, never mind. Just wondering who's the... Yeah, we have to retake that holding. Now it's 11:45. The longest war in Bosnia's history's involvement in other conflicts. Okay, transfer Sardinia and Corsica over here. We can handle it. It's just these guys need help. Which is because we're going to be separated for a while. Oh hell, they're in their way. And they've stopped themselves, so good on you. It's going to be a major problem. If they dare attack the army. I was hoping they would surrender, but no. Yeah, go ahead. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. They're reinforcing very fast. That's the main army. Stop the holding. Get going. There's no way we can help them because we don't have that organizer anymore. God. There's just no way. They're going to be annihilated. Well, it's going to be the B team to hold it now. At least it's a defender and rough terrain expert. It's the hill, so he'll try to hold. We should have employed the VAR during the siege. And the Bishop of Srebrenica, I guess he can be there. We can't get there as fast as we can, so you're on your own, boys. They have a vast amount of reinforcements, and Sardinia and Corsica will try to back you up. If they can get there, they can. Well, good luck, good luck, man. Godspeed. They're gonna be slaughtered. Reinforcements are going to be moving in. Yep, losing ground. whatever little encounters, including this one, might have stopped them. So let's avenge our loss to Orange. That's the name of the battle that took place in that county. With us. Let's not make it worse. This is not a good time. In fact, you stay in this conclave, we'll be reinforced. While we avenge the loss. Okay, you know what, this war is actually going to be longer than expected. The war score is just bouncing back and forth. And that sort of thing. And he still controls France. And, we just, cannot win. We have to get up to France. We need to get up there. Start taking those holdings. That's all you gotta do to win. Which we're gonna have to, unfortunately, close this episode in a cliffhanger, as we entered in August of 1145. What's it, September of 45, as I said before. 7 years and 5 months from now. This is longer than World War II. It is indeed a world at war as it's been. Hey, it did take place in Orange. So, whatever we could do, well, we could try. So we hope you see you next time, and hopefully this bloody war must end. It must end. So long for now.